Deion Sanders NFL Draft diplomacy about Shedeur shouldn't fool anyone. The 2025 NFL Draft is less than a month away, and it's becoming clearer and clearer who will be taken #1 overall by the Tennessee Titans. Miami quarterback Cam Ward impressed at his pro day, causing Tennessee to up its asking price for any teams wanting to trade up. Well, one of those teams was the New York Giants, and instead of spending exorbitantly using draft assets, it decided to spend actual dollars, at least $10 million to be exact, on a one-year contract with free agent Russell Wilson. Because of that, it's become less clear what general manager Joe Schoen will do with the #3 overall pick. That could leave Colorado QB Deion Sanders, pegged as the second-best signal caller by ESPN's Mel Kiper, waiting longer than he anticipated on night one of the draft. If you ask his father, Colorado head coach Deion Sanders, the wait supposedly doesn't matter. Shedeur has told me. He's talked to me intently about all the visits he's had with all the teams, so I know where his heart is. I know where he wants to go, Sanders told Skip Bayless on Thursday. If it's New York, it's New York. If it's Tennessee, if it's Cleveland, if it's still the Raiders, if it's New Orleans, if it's any of those teams that are seeking a quarterback, I'm happy with it, man, because I know what he's going to do to the organization. Deion Sanders' draft diplomacy isn't fooling anyone. Sanders seems to be inserting himself a lot into his son's draft process, despite insisting he wouldn't influence anything. In fact, this feels like unnecessary cleanup for an incident on Monday, where a quote was attached to Sanders saying he and Shedeur wanted the Giants to pick him at #3. Sanders called that unverified quote out to be a lie, but is now obfuscating about his son's draft preferences. It just feels like he's doing a little too much to make us believe Shedeur has no preferred destination behind the scenes, which isn't a bad thing, by the way. Any draft prospect would have a team or multiple teams they'd rather play for, because there are obvious franchises that are undesirable to be a part of at the moment, and you'd think New York might be one of them. But New York was the first name out of Deion's mouth when he gave that answer. Something simply isn't adding up.